So just move this for a second. Every now and then when I visit a special place, I bring home a stone like this. And from the beginning of history in every culture, bringing stones is a way to remember a place or a cherished person, a marker, a prayer, meditation, a blessing, maybe a stone for love, for luck. Because bringing stones keep us grounded so we never forget. So before I forget, my gratitude to ABH and our outstanding president, Victor Gravio, and his outrageously talented team for all you do for everyone here, and especially today for honoring Victory Programs, Eileen Maguire, 14-year Deputy Director of Victory Health, and in my humble opinion, one of the coolest people on planet Earth. So the Elizabeth Funk, aka Betty Emerging Leader Award to Eileen is most meaningful because none of us would probably be here without Betty, and because I do count Betty as one of the, on my one hand, short list of the most professionally inspiring people I ever did know. And I'm proud to say that I'm a graduate of the Betty Funk School of Assertiveness Training. And now we welcome Eileen Maguire to that special alumni of advocates and defenders. You know, Betty would be very impressed with Eileen, not just for all Eileen accomplishes, ever so nimble, jumping in and out of our 18 programs whenever, wherever needed, but more impressive is how gracefully she does it under pressure, under fire. Believe me, impressing Betty Funk is a big compliment because Betty never doles out praise lightly. You earn it the hard way. So, my mother used to tell a story about me when I was 5 in New York City at Radio City Music Hall's holiday show. And there alone on the stage, Mary, Joseph, the manger, the baby, and all of a sudden, stage right, stage left, pouring out of the wings, an endless cast of high-kicking, sequin-clad shepherds and goat herds and tall, leggy angels in heels, completely filling that humble barn in Bethlehem with total mayhem. And I stood up in my chair, 5 years old, and bellowed so loud everyone in Radio City Music Hall could hear, "Move! I can't see Jesus!" So you fast forward 55 years, and still when I'm dismayed, I might stand in a chair and bellow. And still when all is said and done, I can't see through the mayhem, but I see, we see, crystal clear, strong as a diamond under pressure, Eileen Maguire. And to see through, start to finish, beginning to end, opening a new program takes a smart head and a gracious heart. Even a small group home's daunting, and few have the patience, the spine, to undertake what Eileen and our team accomplished 10 years ago, rebuilding against all odds the dilapidated, abandoned TB hospital on Boston's Harbor, Long Island, into the best designed recovery home for women imaginable. All the pressure of planning, organizing, hiring, acquiring, begging, borrowing, ducking, dodging, moving the mountain to the satisfaction of, we're open. But more remarkable, the kind of presence it takes to close and dismantle that very same home 10 years later. To witness all the will and courage, wisdom and wit to build something in the first place vanish quick as an hour, but no pressure, no diamond. It takes a special shining rock to bottle up sentimentality, to travel back and forth every day on glorified fishing boats, bolstering up a demoralized team to grab and carry sad remnants in garbage bags, clothes, charts, meds, supplies. Who else makes certain every single traumatized woman abruptly uprooted gets to safe again? Who else makes certain every spent employee who just lost a job quick as an hour gets to work again? This kind of gem is rare, under pressure, under fire, has the strength to sail away and not look back, focus on the task ahead, pause, breathe, reset, hit go, start from scratch and begin again. That kind of rare is the one who, before anyone said there's an opioid crisis, said, we have an opioid crisis. That kind of rare is the one who else, under pressure, finds a way to bring into recovery homes a radical new intervention called Narcan, one of the first residential homes to train every employee and every resident coming in. Very tricky business getting Narcan way back then. The backdoor deals, the barriers, the bartering, the bargaining, the wisdom and wit it took to save a life that way. Being the first isn't easy. Don't expect a nice pat on the back, even for saving a life. But when the world is under fire, sometimes there's no looking back. Nothing sentimental about the good old days before Narcan. So pause, breathe, reset, hit go. Show them how it's done. Under pressure, saving lives. Eileen Maguire. So a couple of weeks ago, I took the glorified fishing boat out to Boston's harbor, Long Island, for my last time. And it surprised me being there. It didn't make me sentimental or particularly sad. Maybe just dismayed enough to stand on a chair and bellow. But no one's left there to hear or care. So before you stop caring, if you ever feel a little claustrophobic, short of breath, just go outside, get some air, peace of mind. Walk along the island's empty beach. It's called a bluebird sky. The sea breeze keeps rolling by like a big, long sigh. And just as you're about to leave it all for good, when all the good is said and done, imagine right there in the sand, since the beginning of time, a bit of luck, a piece of love that fits in a pocket, carried home to remember the place and the one who has the grace and strength of a heart-shaped stone, Eileen Maguire.
All the credit because there's many people who need to take that credit too, but thank you. I am honored to be recognized by ABH, an amazing organization of people who fight day and night for our programs. I thank my supervisor, Rainer, who I deeply, deeply appreciate, and Victory Programs for nominating me. Receiving the Elizabeth Funk Emerging Leader Award is incredible, not only because what it stands and what it represents, but who it's named after. After the shock wore off, and the color of my face turned 30 different shades of red, I reflected on how I arrived at this moment in time, to be considered an emerging effective leader. I began working in the field of addiction at Victory Programs to give back, to make a change, to help others, to fight a cause I strongly believe in. My initial plan was to be there for a year. 14 years later, I'm still here. My work isn't complete. Every effective leader needs a strong support team and even stronger advisors. Victory Programs, Jonathan, Scott, my support team, they're remarkable, and I thank them. I am part of an agency that is innovative, thoughtful, and most importantly, rebel for the cause. Every day I'm a witness to the way my colleagues and staff care for clients, push themselves to put the client's needs first, fully embracing the challenges with grace and empathy. They truly inspire me. To my husband, who allows me to go on and on and on about the injustices of the world, the stigma our clients face, how there's not enough funding for services, how difficult it is to access treatment, how there's too long of a wait for mental health services, and how I wish there was such a thing as treatment on demand. And to everyone here, thank you for fighting this cause with me. Together we are the voice of so many who are unable to speak for themselves. I am honored. I greatly appreciate this. Thank you.